I've been hanging out this morning and doing a little bit of mobile business work, sitting in the parking lot of one of my favorite little local parks here in Elizabeth City at Mariner's Wharf, and just looking at the river. And it's one of the reasons that I really love living in a small town, is some of these cool local places that we've got. But I'm getting ready to go run errands, so you guys are going to come with me. So thank you, first of all, for liking and subscribing and following, and please continue to do so. The only way that I can continue to do this and to grow this channel is by you guys following it and interacting with it. So thank you so much for that. We're going to talk a little bit today about how you can use social media to accomplish your business goals, and how a strategy and creating a strategy can help you with that. If you don't have a plan and you don't have a direction, and you're just posting things because you feel like posting today, or because you saw something pretty and took a picture of it, you're not going to accomplish your goals. So the first thing you definitely need to do is sit down and write your business goals, if you haven't done that already. And if you have done it, or after you've done it, look at what those goals are and figure out how social media can help you accomplish those goals. So social media should not be your only marketing tool. It should be an important part of your toolbox or your tool belt or whatever, but it should not be the only thing that you're using for marketing. But it is super important, and it's what you are going to be using it for mainly is the top of your sales funnel. If you're familiar with marketing at all, and you know that the marketing funnel and the sales funnel is how you take the general public and turn them into consumers, turn them into customers. So at the very top of your marketing funnel is everybody, basically. The wide part at the top is everyone. You kind of draw people in to becoming, aware of your brand, to draw them in further to become, interacting with your brand to where they're, part of your brand community. Draw them in further. Eventually at the bottom, you have what's called a conversion. So either they have purchased something, they've paid for your service, they've downloaded your ebook or whatever it is, obviously depending on your company and what product you're producing. But social media can be used all throughout this whole sales funnel, but the main part is up at the top. So what we're doing, we're going to talk a little bit about the 4 ways that you can employ social media in your sales funnel. So the first thing that you're doing is brand visibility. Now, this is taking people from the point where they have never heard of your brand before to, oh yeah, I know that brand, they do so-and-so. The familiarity is so important, keeping your brand and your product top of mind. And a big part of this is continuing to be consistent, posting consistently, consistent times of day, consistent type of content. Keep your brand tone consistent, your visual content consistent. Obviously not the same thing every day, but something that, is instantly recognizable after people have seen it a few times. Oh yeah, that's that brand. So consistency in not just in your visual content, but also in your posting frequency is really important. Consistency is more important, I would say, even than the exact frequency that you choose to post at. There's been a ton of studies done on what frequency is best for which platform, but what they all have in common is if you post once a week for a while, and then you post every day for a little bit, and then you are silent for a month and a half, people just don't know what to expect, and that kind of erodes brand trust. So what you want, obviously, is for people to trust your brand and to recall it when they think, oh yeah, I need whatever your product is, I need to go to whatever your brand is to get that product. So that familiarity and that trust is going to be the top of your sales funnel. Taking people from, I have no idea who this brand is and who this company is, to, oh yeah, I do know that brand. So then the next part of your sales funnel is going to be providing value. So you don't just want to sell people all the time. Obviously that is the point of your company, is to make sales, and you want to make that money. But people don't like being sold to all the time. Nobody likes to feel like they're just a customer. They want to get some kind of value from being on social media without having to buy things. So the 80-20 rule is really important here. What you need to be doing is 80% of your content needs to be informative, fun, engaging, and giving away value, basically. And then 20% of your content then can be actually selling to people. Here's where you can buy. Here's where you can contact me. Your calls to action. If the only interaction that people ever have with your brand on social media is, please buy my product, they're going to tune it out really quick, and you're going to lose that audience. So consistently provide value in whatever way you can. Give away as much as you possibly can. Sorry, going over railroad tracks. Okay. This is going to look different. Giving away value, providing value is going to look different for all the different brands and whatever different product you have. So sit down and kind of brainstorm ways that you can provide value from your specific company. So a bakery, for example, without just saying, come buy cupcakes, you can post pictures of your gorgeous, delicious looking cupcakes on Instagram. You can share your coupon codes on Twitter with a hashtag. You can tell your Facebook audience that if they bring in a friend, they'll get a discount. There's lots of different ways that you can use your social media reach and your audience to provide value without just saying, come buy cupcakes. So again, give away as much as you can, provide value. The next stage is taking those people that you've gone from the general public, strangers, up at the top of your funnel, and you've drawn them down into, okay, we know the brand, we're familiar with the brand, we've seen that the brand provides value that we want. You've positioned yourself as an authority and as a provider of that product or that service or whatever it is. Now you are building community. You're making those people into brand ambassadors and into the people who are going to be talking about your brand outside of social media and inside of social media. Tagging your videos, tagging their friends in your videos, sharing your posts because doesn't this cupcake look delicious? All of that kind of stuff. And Facebook groups are great for this. If you don't have a Facebook group for your brand or for your product, create one, because that's a really great way to get that organic connection and people interacting with each other around your brand, and that is invaluable. But Facebook is not the only way that you can do that, though. Pay attention to what hashtags your customers are using, and keep an eye on those. Use that as part of your hashtags that you're using on Instagram, part of the hashtags that you're following on Twitter, and just keep an eye on that stuff as well. That's where the conversations are happening. So you've created that community around your brand, and then after they've purchased, then what? Are you going to abandon them? No. Customer service is going to be kind of the final stage, because what you want to do after they've purchased, you want them to come back and purchase again. You want them to recommend your company, your brand, to other people. You want them to continually stay in your sales funnel. So what you can do then is offer your customer service through social media. Twitter especially is great for kind of paying attention to who's talking about your brand. What are they saying? Are people upset? It's great for doing damage control. You can instantly reach out to people who have a problem, and use your best customer service skills on social media, because people will screenshot it. If they think you're rude, they will share it, and that is way worse than one customer being upset and complaining on their one page. far worse is having everybody who sees it screenshot your rude response and then have it go viral, because can you believe this brand did that? That's the worst way to get exposure. You do not want that. So be super polite, super respectful, offer refunds, offer exchanges, offer whatever you can to make it right. That's how you're going to continue to maintain that relationship with your customers and with people who have already purchased from you, and how you're going to keep them brand loyal so that they're going to continue to purchase from your brand in the future. So there's my 4 main tips, my 4 main strategies for using social media in your business or for your brand. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video to all of your social media channels, and I will see you again in a few days for the next one. Bye.